We've really enjoyed being on Hochanda. It's made us famous, really. We've got lots of people who now come into the shop and tell us that they've seen us, and that they've enjoyed the demonstrations, and they've watched us over and over again.
Make sure you don't miss our shows here on Hochanda.
Hello there, good evening, welcome along to another edition of Craft Price Drop, our third one of the day. I hope you have already got some bargains with Sheena for the last hour. Well, there are bargains galore coming up in this hour as well, because in case you've never seen Craft Price Drop before, I don't know, my producer, my director doesn't know, my floor manager doesn't know where these prices are going to go. All we know is they start off at a certain price that should be the cost price for you, and then it comes tumbling down. But you dictate where the price stops, because as soon as our stock gets down to zero, that's it, auction over. Now, there's two things that I want you to do. Either give us a call quickly, or put it in your basket and check out on the website. That's the easiest and the best way of taking part in Craft Price Drop, because that gets you in the auction, but only if you check out. If you don't check out, if it's just in your basket, that's not you in the auction, okay? Then everybody pays the final low price. Okay, now let me put the details on the screen for you, or show you exactly what you're going to be seeing in just a second. It's a blank one at the moment, but you'll always have the item number at the top, you'll always have the product description underneath that, and then underneath that, you'll then have the start price. Now, that is the price that normally the item that we're showing you would be charged on our website or on the phones. But it's that white box underneath there. That's where you've got to watch, because that's where you'll start to see the price fall. It's a falling price auction. We have plummets, we have trickles. It can plunge down, it can go down by pence, it can go down by pounds, it can go down by tens of pounds at a time. And then when the stock at the bottom, when you see that, gets to zero, that locks the price. You hear the announcer say, price lock. Everyone then pays that final low price plus the P&P of £4.95. Which I'm pleased to say not many of you are paying these days, because most of you are in the Freedom Club, which means you don't have to pay the P&P of £4.95, or indeed any of the P&P on standard Hochanda shows as well. Hello to lots of you that are watching on Facebook. Hello Sarah, Heather, you're there, Marion as well. Hello to Emma too, you're all saying hello on Facebook right now, and hopefully you're watching us either on Facebook or on the TV. Remember, it is going to the website, putting it in your basket and checking out. That's what gets you in the auction, hochanda.com. So that's how the actual screen will look. So let's put our first details up on the screen, shall we, for our first item. Now, this has been one of the most popular brands that we do at Craft Price Drop is Spellbinders. So we're going to pop the details up for our first Spellbinders set of 5 dice. Now, like I mentioned before, you've got the item number, you've got the product detail, and you've then got the start price, which is obviously what these should be being charged on our website. But because it is Craft Price Drop, we don't want to charge you £60.79. We want you to get a bargain. That's what you're conditioned to want tonight. You've seen that fantastic one-day special show. You want a bargain. You want a bargain in Craft Price Drop as well. You are going to get bargains, I can promise you that. Non-stop bargains for, well, the rest of the evening, really. £60.79, but let's have a little look at what we're looking at and what we're actually going to be putting into our die collection. Spellbinders are a great brand. They're renowned for their quality. Here they are, look, so we've got all of these Spellbinders dies. We've got these beautiful ovals that you can see here, wonderful oval frames. You've then got this gorgeous corner. Now, it can be a little bit deceptive when you look at the packaging. How big is that die? It's actually a very large corner die. That would look lovely as well if you were cutting that into maybe the flap of an envelope, for example. The pointed part of the envelope would look lovely with that cut out. We've then got a little bit, if you're into your herbs and spices, we've got a little terracotta pot. Well, it could be anything really. It could be terracotta, it could be ceramic, anything you wanted it to be. And you've then got your little planting tags, so you can personalise what these herbs are, and you get the herbs themselves. Really cool. Then we've got the arched window. That takes me back to play school. Do you remember that all those years ago? It's really the arch window. But that could be a door, or it could be a window. You could be looking out from the inside or looking in from the outside if you wanted to be. So you can have a lot of fun with that. And you can also maybe have the windows open or closed or half open or whatever. And then you've got your window box down the end there as well. That's all one die, and actually quite a large die. You might have looked at that and thought, well, it's going to be quite small. No, it's not. They're all good-sized dies. So they're all valued at £60.79 for all 5 sets. So that works out to about £13 and 10p, something like that. Oh, hey, £12.50. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah. My mental arithmetic's not good today. I don't know what's... My mental calculator is not functioning properly. Yeah, £12.15 each, OK? £12.15 each for those dies is really good value for money. But we don't want to charge you that. We want to give you a great deal. We are starting Craft Price Drop tonight with giving you the opportunity of having these Spellbinders dies. Let's get those arrows flashing and the prices crashing. Let's get you putting these in your basket and checking out. Where's that first price crash going to go? Wow. Straight down, no messing. Emily's on one tonight, my producer. Half price. Just like that. She's not hanging around. She's not dropping it by £1 or 2 or 50p here, 50p there, 3p here, 3... No. 30 quid off. £30 off the price and pence, half price. So now that works out to £6 and about 7p per die set. There's 5 dies in that one set there. All the others, you've got 1s and 2s. But amazing value. What you've got in total here, let's count them up. How many dies are there? 1, 2, 7, 8, 10. 10 dies for £30 and 4p. That's £3 a die. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But it's all good. Remember, the way to get in on this is to put it in your basket and check out. If you just put it in your basket and sit there, that's not you in the auction. You will miss it if you do that. If you check out, it seems like you're actually purchasing it at the time. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're paying, you know, £60.79p, but no, you're not. No one pays anything until the auction ends, when you hear that price lock announcement, and everyone will pay the final low price that I will announce when the auction ends. Now, there are a couple of you at the moment that are not Freedom members who are coming in for this. That means whatever the price goes to, you'll be paying £4.95 on top of the price for postage. If you want to put Freedom membership in your order at the same time as putting your bid in, you can do that. 888 £6.79 is the cost of Freedom membership. Or was it £6.97? £6.97. Yeah, £6.97. I should know that, shouldn't I? £6.97 is the cost of Freedom membership, and that's it. Whole month's membership for that price, and you don't pay any postage on any item you buy from Hochanda or on Craft Price Drop. We're crashing again. We're going lower. Where are we going now? £25.99. That is a £35 reduction. £5.20 a die set is what we're looking at here. £25.99 for the whole lot. Are you thinking, well, they make fantastic gifts, actually. That would be great for someone. That would be great for your best friend. That would be great for another crafty mate at the craft pot when you get together. Yeah, to split them up for gifts throughout the year. People's birthdays, people have celebrations. You just want, I don't know, someone's having a bad day, feeling a bit low, a bit down or whatever. Give them something like this. It's cost you next to nothing, but you're giving quality dies. £25.87 is the price at the moment. Let's get the quantity on. How many of these have we got to go around at the moment? Are we talking masses? No, we're talking single-figure stock. All of you that are in already, you're safe. If you've got it checked out in your basket and checked out, you're safe. You're in the auction. 9 spaces left at these brilliant prices. £25.75 for all 5 die sets. 9 left. 203743. Someone's getting excited. What is going on? Take your finger off the switch. 9 spaces in the auction. 25.63 is where we're at the moment, and there are 9 spaces in the auction. Get it in your basket, check out. That's all you got to do, and that confirms your... someone's just done that. We've taken it down to 8, OK? 8 of you in the auction, although 8 spaces in the auction. 25.51. That price is still going down. Is that going to be the final price? Is that the final price, or is it going to go lower? £25.51. 8 spaces in the auction. Lots of you have already got it in your basket. Lots of you are already checked out, so you're just sitting there hoping to see that price going down. It's going lower. £25.39. Will it go any lower than that? £25.39. Sorry about the flickering light, by the way. I think a bulb's about to go, so we're going to change it in a second. I think we've just gone and kicked it, I think. That's all right. We'll put another 10p in the meter or something. That's better. So, let's get that price down again. Here we go. 7 spaces in the auction. Everybody isn't paying that price you've just seen. Everybody's paying a lower price than what we've just seen. So here we go. £23.99. £23.99. What about that for value? Down from £60.79. A whopping £37 approximately off the price. 6 spaces in the auction now. Get in. Everyone's coming in quickly. 5 spaces in the auction. 5 chances to get these dies. Ovals, beautiful flourish corners. You've got the herbs in the pot there. You've got the arch window, door or window, call it what you will. And then you've got, of course, your window box there at the end. 23.63 with 5 spaces in the auction. Still left 4 now. We're going down to 4. You're coming in thick and fast for them now. The next 3 people through will get these dies. Will it be 23.63 or will it be less? 23.51 we're going to now. Remember, everyone is guaranteed to pay the final low price. We want you to be over the moon with what you get and to come back for more. And that's why loads of you make a Craft Price Drop every single day a destination that you don't want to miss out on. 7 a.m. on the television, 7 p.m. on the television, and 11 a.m. online at craftpricedrop.com. One left at £23.39. That's all we have. 1 set of those dice from Spellbinders. Are they going your way? Everybody now? Oh, no. I thought that was going to be the final price. Let's make it even lower. With 1 left to go, everyone now pays £22. The next person through, putting it in their basket and checking out, gets it for £22. Is it going to be you that gets it? Everyone else is getting them for £22. Everyone that's in for Spellbinders dies. For what you probably paid for, I don't know, 2, possibly 3 sets, you're getting all 5 sets. It's gone. Last one's gone. Congratulations, everybody who got in on that auction.
Price lock.
There we go. There's our price lock announcement. So, what do you pay? Everybody pays £22, and a few people, I believe, are paying the £4.95 P&P. They're not Freedom members. Most of you were, but a couple of you weren't. So, as long as you don't mind that. If you want to avoid postage in the future, remember, please join the Freedom Club. 888 at £6.97 means you don't pay any P&P. OK, now, this is something new. I've not seen this before. This is from a company called K & Company, and also there's a bit of Martha Stewart in here as well, for good measure. This is a wonderful collection of embellishments from K & Company. The Nature Embellishment Set, you've got stickers, chipboard and silhouettes. If I just show you the biggest thing, first of all, you've actually got 3 designs, 2 of each of them, of these wonderful cutouts. So they are 12 by 12 in size. We've just taken a couple of them out of the packaging so you can see the amount of intricate detail. Imagine if you had to cut all of that out by hand, you'd be there for ages. You get them in a mustard colour, a terracotta ready brown colour, and you're also getting that lovely blue as well. So that's the first thing to show you. That's the biggest size in the collection. But then you get all of these wonderful sheets of stickers and embellishments that if you bought them individually, they would cost you a small fortune, basically. This is stickers. 20 pieces in this. You've also got borders that are, again, adhesive borders. I don't know how many you've got in there. These are actually handmade. There's 18 in there. 18 handmade borders in there, and they vary in their size and in their style. You've got all those different patterns that you can see there as well. Some of them have got glitter on, some of them haven't. You can trim them if you don't want them to be quite as long. If you want to just make them into ovals, you've got that opportunity, and they're all self-adhesive. Then we come on to the nature theme. Here we've got the birds. You've got the flowers, you've got the little nests with the eggs in, the little bees as well. So they're, again, all adhesive. A few of you coming in already for this, before we've even shown you everything. I love these chipboard, almost like signs, they're chipboard toppers. Just charming. Well, have a like, just charming. Full of sweetness and delight. Life is beautiful, perfect. What does that say? Perfect. Perfectly lovely, sorry, perfectly lovely. Again, they're all adhesive as well. I love these. This little box of goodies is actually chip box embellishments. There's 78 pieces in here, and they are all letters of the alphabet. If I just turn them round, I won't open the box up and ruin the display, but you've got all those letters of the alphabet on chipboard. Printed beautifully and foiled beautifully as well, so there's a lot going on in there. They're really handy for personalisation. What else have we got? We've got these then. These are resin stickers. They've actually got like almost like an enamel over the top of them, and again they peel off and stick on, and there's lots of different words. You're charming. I can't remember the last time someone called me charming. One of a kind, dream come true, it's love. All of those again peel off and stick on. We've then got these wonderful flowers. Now they look so realistic, those, don't they? These are from Martha Stewart Crafts. So you've got these, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, there's 12 beautiful roses there. Again, they are adhesive, they've got little adhesive dots on the back. Again, we've got decoupage stickers here as well. We've got this pad full of tags, a tag pad. That's really cool, and that's cardstock rather than paper. We've then got these beautiful stickers. They're like, I suppose they're like snowdrops, aren't they? Yeah, they are, yeah. And then we've got more flowers here as well. There's tons and tons and tons of things. all of the... Emma says I'm charming. Oh, thanks, Emma. You can come again. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. But yeah, you've got all these 35 pieces in here, 13 pieces in this one. There's lots in here for your money. If you love nature and you love putting toppers on cards and embellishments on cards, if you bought these individually, they would cost you £63.99. We have just plummeted, everybody. A Monday night plummet, a good way to start your working week. £49.99, we've knocked £14 off the price. £14 just coming off the price, just like that. Yeah, I mean, we've all been in craft shops where you've got a case or a carrier and you go around taking one off there, taking one off there, got to the till and go, blimey, how much have I spent? This is a bundle. Let's do another one. Let's just knock that price down. We've only just done one. We're going to do another one straight away. Where are we going now? £39.99. So that is now a saving of £24 off the price. That's what Craft Price Drop is all about. The element of surprise. How much lower is it going to go? Are you in on this? You're saving now nearly 40% off the price just by tuning in at the right time. Put these in your basket on the website and check out. If you don't like doing things online and you'd rather talk to someone on the phone, you can call us on our dedicated Craft Price Drop phone number. Always get in early though, because if there's a queue on the phone, there it is, 01733 797 100. If there's a queue on the phone and you miss the end of the auction, I can't do much about it, and then you won't be very happy. So please do call now, sooner rather than later. Everyone will still pay the final low price, but the operator will make sure you're in the auction if you give us a call. 01733 797 100. Better still, on the website, hochanda.com. Select it, put it in your basket like you would do normally, and check out as if you're buying something normally, but you will not be debited on a debit or credit card until the auction is over, until we all know that final low price. And here comes another price drop. 29. We're taking £10 off at a time. Not 50p or a pound, £10 off a time we've done. £29.99, that is a £34 saving off all these wonderful embellishments. I'm not going to take them out of the packaging because I don't want to ruin the presentation. You've got loads and loads and loads of... There's 35 pieces in this one pack. What would you pay for something like that? $2.99, $3.50 maybe, something like that? And they're all beautiful florals. They are printed actually onto plastic. They're not actually on card, that. This is another one that's very 3D. This has got like a resin cover on the top of it as well. It looks as if it's been embossed or indeed glossy accents put onto it, but it's actually a plastic protective coating over the top. How many of these have we got now? We've had loads of you coming in wanting these. How many of you are going to have an opportunity of getting a hold of this? There's another 16 sets. That's all we have on Craft Price Drop tonight. 16 chances to get in this auction. At $29.85, that is the price everybody's paying at the moment, but will it go lower? That depends on you. If suddenly someone picks up the phone and puts 15 of these into their basket, or goes online and puts 15 into their basket because they recognise the value, that's it, auction closed. Lily of the Valley, those little flowers. Thank you very much. Who said that? Margaret, thank you, Margaret. I'm not very well up on my flowers, so thank you for that. I thought there were snowdrops, but Lily of the Valley, she says. Now we know. Thank you. OK, where are we now then? 12 spaces in the auction, 12 chances. At $29.85, is it going to go any lower? Yes. $29.71. Penny here, penny there. Every little helps. $29.57. We're under £30 for all of these embellishments. I've not seen this before. From K & Company, great brand. And a bit of Martha Stewart thrown in for good measure. Great brand. 10 sets left. Nearly in single figures. Here we are. We're into single figures now. There's 9 chances. Lots of you putting these in your basket and checking out, which is the way to go. That's the way to make sure you're in the auction and you don't miss out. I never know how many people are disappointed at the end of the auction when they realise that they've missed out on something, but there must be lots. So I don't want you to be that person that goes, oh, darn it, if only I'd put it in my basket earlier. 9 left now. £29.29. What are you going to stick these on? Is it going to be scrapbooking? Is it going to be card making? Are you going to be using them maybe for interior design, mixed media projects as well? They all look great. You've got stickers, you've got decoupage stickers, you've got these wonderful silhouettes that have been obviously cut by a machine, but they look as if they've been hand cut. You could use that as a stencil if you wanted to. Of course you could. But obviously, you know, it's not designed to be used as a stencil. It's paper rather than plastic, but certainly you could use it as a stencil a couple of times maybe. And you don't have to use the whole 12 by 12. You can also cut into it and cut different shapes out, or cut them into 4 6 by 6s if you want to use them in that way as well. Just trim them with a pair of scissors. We've got 7 of them left in the auction. 7 of these kits, and then that is it. Game over. Will we ever be able to get these back again in the future? $28.87 is where we're at the moment. Less than £30, and they should be $63.99. 6 spaces. 6 spaces. Look at all of what you've got here. What would you pay for these elements here? This teapot full of letters of slates. You've got 6 opportunities at £28.87, and the price is going down even lower than this. Where are we going next? How low are we going to go? £26.98. You know that embellishments, if you buy them off the shelf, are pretty pricey. This is not the sort of price that you should be paying. It's nowhere near what this is worth. You're getting a bargain and a half for all of these wonderful adhesive embellishments. £26.98. There's 3 spaces in the auction, 3 chances. It is like a big treasure chest of crafting goodies that are going to be arriving at your home in the next few days. £26.98. Is that where we're going to end it? There's 1 set left at £26.98. Is it going to your home? It's just gone. The last one's gone.
Price lock.
That is the lock price. £26.98. Everyone pays that final low price. Did anyone pay P&P in that auction? No. Everyone was a Freedom Club member in that last auction, which fills me with delight. That's what we want. We want you to save on the postage as well as save on the prices of everything you buy as well. And remember, it's not just for Craft Price Drop that Freedom members get postage paid. It's every show that Hochanda does. So if you're buying something from Sheena tonight with those amazing double reductions and all of that, yeah, you don't pay P&P either if you're a Freedom member. It's incorporated into your membership. £6.97, and it's 888 the item number. Now, this is something different. Haven't done this before, or I haven't anyway. What you've got here are oil pastels from Pentel. Great brand, great to get your hands on. Now you've actually got 50 colours in this. If I just lift this up, look. 50 colour oil pastels is what you've got here. If I just open up the case, just look at these. They're going to last you such a long time. Every colour of the rainbow you can think of is what you've got here. And actually, Molly, my floor manager, has done you a little chart. Thank you, Molly. She hasn't done all 50, but she's done... Is that all 50? No, it's not all 50, is it? No, no. It gives you an idea of the sort of coverage and the sort of colours you're going to be getting. Beautiful. And you're getting, because if this is a new medium for you, if it's a new way of crafting and colouring, you've got your oil pastel drawing pad as well to get you started. So quality cardstock here from Pentel. So you've got the oil pastels, you've got the cardstock as well, and not only that, you're also getting a propelling pencil from Pentel as well. Gorgeous quality propelling pencil, and also your eraser from Pentel too. Now, this should be £26.53. With the summer around the corner, you know, nice weather over the last couple of days, maybe you're thinking about sketching, doing landscapes, maybe taking these sort of things on holiday with you. Lots of you are coming through on this already. You're thinking this is a nice new medium. I'd love. Hi Nigel, you're getting this at the moment, I understand, but lots of you are coming through for it, putting it in your basket and checking out 50 wonderful oil pastels. And the paper pad and the propelling pencil and the rubber. Where have we gone? £19.99. It was a good price to start off with, wasn't it? £26.53. That's, I don't think, a lot of money for what you're getting there. And they're professional quality oil pastels. £19.99 for the whole lot. For something new. For every colour imaginable, 50 different oil pastels is what you're looking at with the propelling pencil, the eraser, and your drawing pad as well. And it's a good size drawing pad. It's not something that's massive that you're going to struggle to carry around. If you want to go down to the riverbank or go into the country or something like that, you can take it with you, pop it in the glove box of the car and do a little sketch when you get there. Or maybe you're going to do some portraits. Maybe that's what you want to use these for. Great for portraits too. £19.71. A new medium for colouring in. Or maybe you've used oil pastels for a long time before and you love them and you've realised that the value for money here is just too good to miss out on. £19.57. That's the price we're at the moment. It should be £26.53. You're not paying anywhere near that. Let's get that price going down. The arrows are flashing again, so let's get the price crashing. Here we go. Oh, wow. That is a big percentage off. That is nearly a £10 note off that price. And it was only £26.53 to start with. So you're looking at £16.99 for all 50 oil pastels and the pad, the pencil and the rubber. £16.99. Percentage-wise, that's about a third off the price. Tempted? Let us know. Have you used pastels before? This is a medium. I don't think, in all the years I've been on Craft TV, I don't think I've ever offered the opportunity of buying all pastels. Not that I can remember, anyway. Yes, colouring pencils, yes. water-based, oil-based, yeah, but not oil pastels. These are new. Well, new to me. $16.85, the price is still creeping down, but how many of these have we got to go around? This is the big question. What will you be doing? Tell us, if you're buying these, if you're in the auction, if you put them in your basket and you've checked out, tell us what you're going to be doing. Is it going to be landscapes, portraits? Are you using them for maybe your fashion design or something like that? Maybe you're going to be sketching outfits and clothing, that sort of thing with them too. Here we've got the quantity on the screen for you. There are 17 of these now. I don't know how many we started with. I never know that. I never know exactly how low the price is going to go because it's you that dictates it. And you might think, well, how do I do that then? Because if you put it in your basket, the quantity goes down. If you don't put it in your basket, the quantity doesn't go down. So if you do that, when we get to zero, that is what dictates the price. So you're in control of the whole thing. You're in control of national TV. By just picking up the phone or going online, putting something in your basket, you're controlling how long the auction goes for, how low the price goes for. But if you leave it too long, the auction closes, you miss out, you're not going to be happy. Let's say hello to a few people that are taking part in our show tonight then. Let's get some names up on the screen. Hello to Carolyn Redding, you're a Freedom member, you know that. S from Hounslow. Hello, S. Maureen in Wellingborough. Hello, Maureen. Janet in Alpherton, Suzanne in Shipping Norton. Oh, Janet's not a Freedom member. Hi, Janet. Runcorn, Tracy's in Runcorn, you're a Freedom member. Remember, if you're not a Freedom member, you pay postage, which can work out pricey. $4.95 every item. If you buy 2 or 3 items in one show, that's nearly £15 postage you paid. Don't do it. Freedom members, just pay $6.97. You don't have to worry about the P&P. 50 oil pastels. Here we go. We're not happy with that price. We want to get that price lower and lower and lower. Going down. £14.80. It's more like it, isn't it? £14.80. £12 roughly off the price. How many sheets have we got on this paper? There's 10 sheets of 200 GSM quality paper. Really thick, and it's just the right texture that you need for the oil pastels. 50 of them. All the different colours you can imagine. Slide out again so we can see all those different colours. And they do actually have like a sleeve over the pastel, so you're not going to be getting an awful lot of the colour on your fingers or whatever. You can actually kind of hold them on the cover that's around the base of the pastels. Every colour you can think of. Whites, yellows, oranges, reds, purples, browns, blues, earth tones, greys and blacks as well. The monochromes are in there. And also to start off your painting or your sketch or your drawing, whatever you're going to be doing, you've got your propelling pencil as well, which can be your first port of call. That's what you use, obviously, to kind of sketch out what you're going to be doing, go in with the detail with the oil pastels. And the eraser is included as well if you make a mistake, which is handy for me. We've only got 5 left, 5 spaces in the auction, and then we're moving on. 5 of you now will be lucky to get the last 5 of these sets of pastels. $14.66. Will it go down any more, or is that going to be the final low price? 3 chances now. 3 people will be lucky. 2 people now will be lucky. Someone's just confirmed, checked out. That sent the counter down to 2. Shirley, you got that one. Taking it to 2. Thank you for that. Next customer through has taken it down to 1. There's 1 set of these oil pastels left. Are you buying it for yourself or for a friend? Someone who's got arty streaks, maybe a son or daughter, member of the family. Busy, busy, busy for these at $14.52. We've knocked £12 off the price. 1 set left. $14.52. You're almost saving what you're spending. It's gone.
Price lock.
Barbara, you got the last set. Congratulations. Is that a brand new hobby that you're going to be starting maybe through the summer months? Drawing maybe lovely pictures of flowers maybe that are in the garden, or wonderful scenery, landscapes, whatever you're using them for. Congratulations, you've got a great deal for those. They're on their way to you right now. OK, now we started the craft price drop tonight with Spellbinders, so let's continue in the same vein. Let's bring you brand new Spellbinders dies. You've never ever seen these before on craft price drop. They are brand new to us tonight, and they are a wonderful collection. They are, in actual fact, a lot of them are really quite big dies. Now, the value of all of this is £83.31. 83.31 is what you're looking at here. Now, what you've got, let's go through them first of all. This is a great background die, which if I show you here, it is... It is... Which one is it? This one. This is it. This is the panel. There it is. So that is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Got the outside cutting edge as well, but if you want to keep it in the cardstock, you just don't use that one. That just keeps it locked into the cardstock. Use that at the same time and it will cut it out just like you can see here on this side. So this is the first one. The wedding collection, it's called, I mean, to be honest with you, that's generic. You can use it on any card for any occasion. It doesn't have to be a wedding. And also, if you don't want to actually use the panel this length, you can, of course, trim it to make it into squares if you want to. Lots of ways of using it. Then we have this. Now, this is really quite an unusual collection. If I just show you there, the actual image here, you've got basically plain, they're called helpers. And the idea is that they actually make the bows. They actually make the bows on the front. Yeah, bow helpers and closures. So they're fasteners for cards and fasteners for the bows as well. So basically, if you look on the front of the package, you can always see what the dies are going to be doing for you. You can create that wonderful bow effect in the centre there out of cardstock. They're included in the bundle. You're getting those. This set here, now this is really quite comprehensive. You've got a lovely outside frame, which is that one. You've then got the next size in, which is that one. Really lovely, decorative, and quite kind of Celtic, that one down the bottom anyway. And then the last panel is this one just here, which is, again, the swirl stripe panel from the wedding collection. The only thing that makes it weddingy, to be honest with you, are the fasteners and the bows, I suppose. But to be honest, that's not even weddingy. It's a generic collection of dies which can be used for wedding stationery, obviously, but can be used for all sorts of other stationery as well. So if this is a set of dies that you've not seen before, that you like the look of, then all you have to do is put it in your basket and check out. That is the secret to taking part in Craft Price Drop. If you don't do that, if you just put it in your basket, like you do around the supermarket, when it's yours, it's in your basket, isn't it, unless someone nicks it out of there. But here, no, you have to check out. That is what confirms that you have got your bid in, that everyone will pay the final low price. But it's only when you check out that that is the case. So if you fancy getting these, now's the time to get in, put it in your basket and check out. Because then you can sit back, watch the telly, see that price plummet, knowing that you are in there. OK, we're taking it straight down. A massive plummet, I believe, coming up here. Yep. I didn't know where it was going, but we've taken a massive chunk off. Sliced it in half. 41.66 for all of those dies from Spellbinders. The lot for half price. Remember, you've got your bows and your closure dies. You've got these different frames in different designs and different sizes. You've got these two panels, which are fantastic, and both of them give you the opportunity of either cutting out the cardstock or leaving it in. I'll just show you all these boards that we've actually done the demos on so you can see exactly. That's the quatrefoil. This one is the swirl stripe panel. You get both of those different sizes. Both of those are in the collection, as is this. As is this big rectangular frame. Really lovely, that size. What size is that, I wonder? Let me just see if I can find that. The biggest one is 5 by 7. I thought it was. Yeah, 5 inches by 7 inches. So if you've got maybe some photographs that you want to have a decorative mount put on, maybe in picture frames, things like that, that would look absolutely lovely, whether it's landscape or portrait. And then you've got all of these, which are the designer series, the bow helpers and the closures. So in other words, what these ones will do, they will cut the positive and the negative so you can actually slot them together and lock the bows in place. Or you can also use them, of course, for locking envelopes, that sort of thing as well. You can stick them on the back of an envelope and use them as like a little lock. So lots of ways of using them. £39.98 is where we're at the moment. Under £40 with a £44 saving. So you are saving more than you're actually spending. How low is this going to go? I never know. Never ever know the price it's going to go to. And remember, we do this every day at 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. on the telly. So tomorrow morning I'll be bringing you the 7 a.m. one. Let's plummet again. Let's get it even lower. Let's go even better, down to £34.99. Under £35 for 83.31's worth of dies from Spellbinders. That's percentage-wise, wait for this, 58% off. Now, I say this before, but it's true. If you saw a store that was having like a 60% off sale, there'd be queues outside that door at like 5 o'clock in the morning. We're giving you 60, was it 58% or 60%? Yeah, 58% off. 13 left, that's all we have, and they're brand new to us today. There's no guarantee that you'll see them again either. If they sell out, which they will do, they'll go down to zero at some point. Will we be able to get these back for you? Now, we're calling them the wedding collection because that's what Spellbinders call them, but to be honest, they're across the board. They are versatile dies that you can use for everyday crafting. They're not just specifically for weddings. And to be honest with you, if someone put them in front of me and said, OK, what would you use these for? I wouldn't even think of wedding, to be honest. So they are very, very generic, very useful dies, and very beautiful dies as well. 34.43, nearly £50 off the price. 8 chances for you to get these now, 8 sets remaining. You'd pay probably 34.43, I would have thought, for probably that set there. That's got 1, 2, 3 dies in it. If someone charged you that, you wouldn't think, oh, that's a good. You think, yeah, well, buy this dice, 35 quid, that right? You're getting a lot. And another plummet coming up now. We weren't happy with 34.43. We want to take it even lower. £31.49 for Spellbinders. Luxury, quality, great results you'll get with Spellbinders dies. Nancy said I look good in this shirt. Thank you, Nancy. She said I've been out in the sun. Yeah, I have been out in the sun this weekend, be fair. It was my birthday yesterday, so thank you if you sent birthday messages. I had a birthday barbecue. First time I've actually... Normally I'm away when I have the birthday. Normally, if I am in this country, the sun doesn't shine. But yesterday it did, so I made up for it. I just sat in the... Factor 30. D, hello D, you've got these, you're using them as stencils. Yeah, they will work as stencils, obviously, yeah. And she uses Tim Holtz ink with these, evidently. Absolutely. Yeah, you can die cut, you can stencil. We sometimes forget that, I think. I'm probably guilty as much as anybody else. But yeah, you can use them as stencils. They're multifunctional dies. £31.49. Only 4 sets left. 4 sets, they're going fast now. You're saving over £50. That's a great feeling when you hear that price lock announcement in a couple of minutes or maybe even a few seconds. It's a great feeling knowing that you've saved all that money and they're on their way. They'll be with you in a matter of days. By the way, if you want some adhesive, stick around. Stick around, yeah, see? I didn't even know I'd said that. It's been a long day. 1 left, it's gone at £31.49. Congratulations.
Price lock.
Everybody pays the final low price, which, as I've just said, is £31.49. Did anyone pay P&P? Just checking. No. Everybody was a Freedom member who got that auction. So congratulations to every one of you. If you do want to join, remember, it's simple. You can do it in the same transaction as getting your bid in. Do it at the same time. Just put 888 in the item code. You will then get Freedom membership added to your order. The computer knows that, so when you put your bid in, it won't charge you P&P. It will charge you $6.97 for Freedom membership, but then you can be P&P free for a whole month, because every single show on Hochanda, whether it's a live show, whether it's Craft Price Drop, recorded show, means you don't have to worry about postage, OK? Right, now, this is, again, something that you don't see that often. Sticky stuff is not the most exciting thing in the world, but as a crafter, you need it. Everybody needs glue, everybody needs sticky pads, everybody needs double-sided foam pads. Glue is just something that you need. And when you get a chance to get it at a bargain, you grab it. So, look at what we've got here today. We've got an adhesive, well, bundle. It's almost like a compendium of adhesive. I never knew there were so many different types of adhesive, to be honest with you. To start off with, you've got your glue sticks. You've actually got 12 glue sticks here. Really useful to have. 12 of them in this bundle. Over here, you've got your double-sided foam. OK? So double-sided adhesive sheets here. You get 3 of those, 3 A4 sheets included in this adhesive bundle as well. Then over here, you've got various different types of adhesive tape and labels. Now, these are repositionable. Now, if you wanted to put something up like a poster on a wall, for example, you can use these and they'll do a great job at sticking. But also, they are very easy to remove, because when you actually come to wanting to remove it from the wall or wherever you fixed it, you just basically stretch it. It then releases from the surface. So very, very clever, strong adhesive, but removable, which I think is a real problem a lot of the time, isn't it? So you're getting those. You get the double-sided adhesive tape. You've also got this one as well, which is the same sort of concept, but just slightly different sizes. So one of them is tabs. Well, they're both tabs, actually. Yeah, but they're just different sizes. And then this one is clear adhesive. So you can see they're like foam pads, but they're actually clear plastic, and they're double-sided, and there's 25 of them in there. Simple and easy to use, clean removal, no residue, stick on a variety of surfaces, like in this, and they are translucent. They're completely see-through, so you don't end up with ugly foam pads on display. And then down here, we've also got sticky spots. So they are, again, in various different sizes. You've got large and you've got small, you've got loads of them. Let's get that price going down. Let's get that plummeting down. We don't have a massive quantity of this, I don't think. Here we go, $14.99. That is about, wow, that's a massive reduction. That's £25 off. £25 off, so again you're saving more than you're spending. $14.99 for all of this adhesive. The adhesive collection, glue sticks, foam pads, sticky spots, double-sided tape, it's all in here. So now you're going to have the right adhesive for the right occasion. You really, really are. What would you pay for a glue stick? £1? You got 12 there, 12 quid. 25 transparent little, well, not so little actually, it's a good size of them, they're a good size. You can cut those down if they are too big for the project you're working on, so you can trim them to whatever size you want. Carol's Crafts glue sticks. We've only got 10 of these, and this is something every crafter needs. Adhesive it's just something that you need to buy. It runs out, it's a consumable. It's just like, yeah, it's like food. We all need it. Crafters all need adhesive. It's a consumable. So when you get a chance to save a fortune and buy it in bulk like this, everybody wants a bit of the action. We've got 10 sets at £14.66. Is it going to go any lower than this? Like, yeah, you're coming in thick and fast for these now, aren't you? 9 left. Only 9 chances to get these. You've got 24 or 32 in that pack. 24 in that pack, so there's probably slightly smaller tabs in that one, slightly larger tabs in that one, but they are removable. They don't leave residue when you take them off the wall or off the surface. Let's get another plummet going. Wow. A tenner. Under a tenner. I had no idea that was going to happen. £30 off. You pay that for more. You pay more than that for the glue sticks. You really, really would. £9.99 for the whole lot. Sticky spots, lots of them. Large, small, medium in size. 3 big double-sided A4 sheets of adhesive. They can be like £3 or £4 each, I would have thought, something like that. The glue sticks, 12 of those. What would you pay for those? And then all of these removable tab styles. 32 in the pack that's red, 24 in the pack that's blue, so slightly different sizes. And then you've got the transparent, 25 pieces of transparent stick-tight double-sided adhesive labels. Completely translucent and clear. As are the sticky spots. If I just hold them up, look, you can see. You just basically peel off one side, stick them onto the surface and then remove it, and then you've got a double-sided sticky pad. But they are bigger ones, you've got slightly smaller ones, you've got square ones, you've got round ones. Every adhesive solution that you need, sorted. We're going to move on with these now. We've only got 3 sets in the auction, 3 chances to get into this particular auction. 2 left. £9.99. Buy more than one if you want. We don't restrict it to 1 per customer. You can have as many as you like. There's only 1 left now, though. Hope you get through. Put it in your basket. Check out. It's sold out. Congratulations.
Price lock.
So all your adhesive needs taken care of for the next few weeks, I'm sure. I think a few of you went for more than 1 set there, actually. £9.99, and again, hopefully not many of you, if any of you, paid the postage of £4.95. I don't think anyone did. Good. We're just checking. No, no one paid. Because, you know, that's a big percentage of the cost of the item, isn't it? If you had to pay £4.95 postage and you only bought it for £9.99, why pay half the price again when you don't need to? Right, now, books. These 2 books. You're going to love these. If you love the art of paper cutting and paper folding, you are going to be in your element. Let me show you the first one. This is paper folding flowers. Now, that's by Elizabeth Mode. Naomi Sheik is the authoress and designer behind the fold and cut. I'll open that one up for you in just a second. But this is how you can make flowers out of paper. So it's origami, basically. And this is from Search Press, which is a great branded book. If I just flick through, you can see all these different flowers are achievable by buying this book today. And judging by how popular flowers are whenever we have dyes or anything like that that make flowers, we've got some coming up with the lovely Sheena a bit later on in the next hour. It always proves to be hugely popular. But look at what you can make just by cutting and folding in the right places. And this book will give you all the secrets. We'll show you all the tricks of the trade. That looks like a little, it's almost like a, what do you call them? Those, no, the big rosettes or medallions, yeah. There we go. There we go. Flick through. All of these flowers. It shows you step by step by step. Picture by picture by picture. Whoever gets this as a gift or a card with handmade flowers on it, you could also use them in decoration, obviously, as well. Not just for for cards, but you can make maybe flowers coming out of a vase. And all it costs is the cost of the book and the cost of the paper that you're using. Table decorations for weddings, maybe. You can offer this as a service, paper flowers. Yeah, how often have you, when I got married, my flower that I had in my lapel kind of wilted after about an hour. So a paper one probably would have been a better option for me. There we go. So that's the paper folded flowers. Then we've got this one, which is really quite amazing and unusual. I was reading this earlier on. Fold and cut. Now, what you've got here, it tells you all the tools of the trade that you'll need, which most of us have got. Maybe a hole punch, maybe something that you haven't got, but certainly most of it's just craft knife, pencil, scissors, that sort of thing. And then off you go. And what you've got in here are loads of templates which you can draw around and cut around. I mean, look at this for flowers. Look at this. How amazing are those leaves? Don't they look just beautiful? Putting them on presents, for example, spectacular. Absolutely incredible, jaw-droppingly beautiful. And it shows you all these different cutting techniques. If I just get to one of the sections there where it's got a template, there we are. That you can trace around, so you can have a fox's face. But also you can make a mask out of it, which is really, really cool. But some of these are symmetrical. So if I just get to one of the designs, just flick through, you'll see that basically you can put your card and use this and trace through it, basically. And some of them are symmetrical, so you can actually just cut half out, but do it through 2 layers of paper or cards. So you open it out, and you then have, there we are, look, so these are the templates. So you can cut that out, fold your paper in half or your card in half, cut it out, and you've then got a full scene, but you've only cut half of the image because it's symmetrical. Now, let's get that plummet, let's get that price down, let's get that price down to something that makes you want to pick up the phone or get online and order these books. $19.99, we've taken just over £3, just under £3 off the price. Fancy them? Less than £10 each? Put them in the basket, check out. Let me carry on flicking through though. These are some of the other symmetrical designs. The leaf, for example, there. You just basically cut this page out if you choose to, and then follow the instructions, but you only have to cut half of it out because you double the paper up or double the card up. And then open it up, and you've then got a perfectly framed and formed leaf. Stars, really lovely designs. Something a bit out of the ordinary and a bit different. The wings there, for example, you just cut it out once. Another plummet coming up now for you. 7 books, 7 sets of these books, that's all we have at £12.33. £12.33, that's £10 off the price. So one of them you're getting for nothing, basically. Let me carry on flicking through just to show you. And these are not just Christmas, they're all year round. You can make favour boxes like this, for example. Again, there's another symmetrical design, butterflies, leaves and so on. Paper cutting is something that is becoming more and more and more popular. We did it with Noreen recently from KT2 Designs, those paper cutting books, they were hugely popular. Well, this shows you how you can use all of these wonderful images. I said those were wings earlier on, but they're actually swans. But look, you're cutting them out once because it's symmetrical. But all you do is fold the paper twice. So half the amount of cutting, but double the effect. Only 2 left at £12.33. £22.98 should be the price, so looking at about £10 saving or thereabouts. Only 1 set of these books remaining now. It's just this minute sold out. Congratulations if you got those.
Price lock.
Everybody pays the final low price, and that worked out to £12.33. So about £6.15 per book. Paper folding and paper cutting, so congratulations if you got those. OK, we only have about 10 minutes left on the show, and then the lovely Sheena is back with her one-day special, but remember, the whole show is full of bargains. Absolutely amazing reductions on everything Sheena Douglas in the next hour, between 8 and 9. Now, if you love your stamps, who doesn't? These are a complete collection of blocked stamps. In other words, rubber stamps that have already been pre-mounted onto wooden blocks. These are phenomenal quality. And collectible, actually, and quite ornamental. Lots of people do collect wooden block stamps. But look at all of the images that you've got. They are massively across the board. You've got a bit of everything. You've got love hearts, you've got 2 hands, you've got a fleur-de-lis, you've got baby's feet, you've got flowers, cupcakes, you've got a 3-tier cake there, a stopwatch or clock, yeah, pocket watch. Great background stamps as well. Corners as well. If I just turn, where are you? If I just turn one of those round, what about that one there? That. All mounted. You've got foam behind the rubber as well, so it gives you that lovely bouncy cushion when you stamp, so you'll get a wonderful impression every single time. But they're mounted on the stamped wooden blocks. Now, these normally would be a small fortune. Wooden block stamps don't come cheap. The cost of the wood and everything else usually is quite pricey. So you're going to have an opportunity today to get all of this collection. It's almost like a complete collection of rubber stamps at a massively reduced price. Look at this! The biggest craft price drop of the night. That is awesome. £43 off, from 60 down to £17. That's all you're paying for all of these rubber stamps. You've got a complete collection in one. There's actually a total of 41 rubber stamps. Let me show you the boards before we have to move off of this. There we go, look. These are upside down. These are the stamps. 42 wooden stamps. I love the little feet. Really cute. The wrapped presents, the Dotty Love hearts. 41 pence per stamp for wooden block stamps. That is absolutely ridiculous value. That is a repeatable stamp, so you can line it up and keep the border going if you want to. You've got background stamps, Tudor rose stamps as well. Let's move the card out of the way. So there's your kind of martinis, your cocktails, a lovely decorative corner, 4 squares. Down the bottom there, we've got the compass. I love that compass. There's the heart. Now, here comes the quantity. This is your warning. When you see the quantity come on the screen, you know that there is a limited shelf life of time where you can get in to get these. There's only 15 sets. Now, if you're thinking that price is amazing, so is everybody else. Get in now. You can have as many sets as you like, as long as we've got the stock. Let's get it down even further to £13.99. £13.99. Let's show you the backgrounds as well that are here. They stamp beautifully, don't they? The love hearts. You've got the tools of the trade, so for maybe gentlemen's card, Father's Day cards. You've got the wrenches and the screwdrivers, all that sort of thing. A barcode, you'll probably scan that. It'll charge you 60 quid probably if you scan that. You're getting them today, £13.99. £13.99, and there's 13 sets of these stamps. It's an instant stamp collection. For someone who's expressed an interest in getting crafty, you are getting a complete wooden block rubber stamp collection. Unheard of value for money. I know people that have paid maybe that sort of price for 2 or 3 wooden block stamps. A 76% saving. This is crazy. Even my producer is gobsmacked at what she can do and what she's brought the price down to. I had no idea it was going that low. You've got a chance to get them today, and they vary in size. I mean, they're all great quality stamps you can really scrutinise, even if you're sceptical. You scrutinise these and think, OK, where's the catch then? You've got the ridge for your fingers, so they're easy to grip. You've got the foam backing them, so you've got that lovely squidgeability when it goes down on the surface. And you've got quality etched rubber. Look at the detail in that one. You are going to get amazing results with your embossing, amazing results with your stamping as well. 41 stamps on wooden blocks for £13.84. Can we get that price any lower, or is that where it's going to stop? Well, I tell you what, if it stays there, I'm happy, you're happy, I'm sure. £13.69, we've taken another few pence off. 15p extra comes off it now. One set left at £13.69, and it's gone. No P&P as well for most of you.
Price lock.
And imagine how much 41 wooden block stamps will cost to post. That would be quite a hefty postage charge. If you're a Freedom member, it's delivered to your door for £13.69, which I think you'll agree is quite phenomenal. OK, is this our final auction? It will be our final auction. It is from the amazing Crafter's Companion. And these dies are just delightful. They're absolutely gorgeous. This set should be £99.96 for all of them, so £24.99 each one. These are what they call the creator card die sets, OK? So in other words, you've got an instant card by running this through your machine. You've got the candelabra, which is quite magnificent. It does all the work for you. All you have to do is put the card blank in there, run it through the machine. It cuts magnificently, it embosses beautifully as well. You can see on the front of the packaging, there is your candelabra. Now, if you've got a candelabra, you might as well go the whole hog and have a chandelier. And that's what this is. This is your chandelier. You'll love these. So decadent and so opulent. Let's get that price down. We're nearly at the end of the show, so we're going to get that price right down. £47.98, half price. Did that make you jump? Did that make you interested? I'm not at all surprised. You're getting the chandelier, you're getting the candelabra. We then are bringing you the next creator card dies, which are the bird cages and the bird as well. These are included too. That's the type of card that this can create for you. And then The last one just here. This is another chandelier. This time, though, a slightly different design. We haven't got masses of these available either. There's only 6 of them left. If you love opulence, if maybe you're planning, I don't know, fundraising events, balls, that sort of thing, dances, then this is a collection that will go a long way. They make perfect invitations and stuff like that. They really, really would. When only the best is good enough, when you want the candelabras and the chandeliers and the birdcage, hugely fashionable at the moment as well. 5 sets left. We're taking the price even lower. $39.99. Oh my word, £60 off the price. £60 off, 5 spaces. You get all of them for a tenner each. They should be £24.99. You're saving £15 on each one. Unbelievable. One of the best deals of the entire show. There's 3 at $39.99 now. Are you going to get these? Do you put them in your basket? Importantly, have you checked out? That's what takes it down a notch. So we've taken another one out there, down to 2. Someone's just put it in their basket and checked out, taking it to 2. Someone else is about to do the same thing, I dare say, at $39.99 for all 4 of them. 1 left at $39.99. You're saving £60. Is it going to go down any more, or is that the final price? There's one chance to get this. If you're scrabbling on your iPad or your tablet or your phone, putting it in your basket and then go, ooh, check out. Check out now. You'll get it for $39.87. It's gone down further from $39.99 to $39.87. We have 1 set. Is it coming your way? It's gone. The last one's just gone. Congratulations. That took a bit of time. Congratulations, you got it. And the price is locked. I'll say it for you. Price lock. $39.87. Everybody pays that price, and no one is paying the P&P, I believe. OK, well, less than a minute on the show. I'm going to be back with you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. for our first live craft price drop of the day for Tuesday morning. Coming up next, though, the one-day special with the lovely Sheena. If you've not seen it, she's got not just one-day special. Every item in her show could easily be a one-day special. It's incredible value. Sale, 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 sale. You're saving 50% or more on most of the items that are in the show. So it's going to be a very, very busy 8 o'clock show. I know launch was incredibly busy. But remember, craft price drop happens 3 times a day. Twice on the TV, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. and once online at 11 a.m. on craftpricedrop.com. So that's what you can look forward to tomorrow. Thank you for your company this hour. I hope you found a bargain and you've loved what you've seen. We'll have more of the same tomorrow, but different items, of course, at 7 a.m. But stay tuned for the one-day special with Sheena and myself coming up after this. So yes, we're saving galore with Sheena. Her one-day special is next, followed by 3D embossing folders the hour after that, and save on Sheena's one-day special again, a repeat show coming up a bit later at 11.
The fantastic Pebeo gilding waxes are made from very fine metal particles coated with wax and acrylic resin. These produce a high quality finish on many surfaces including metal, wood, glass, and are perfect for many crafting projects. These 30ml pots are available in 5 unique colours. To stock up, go to hochanda.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Gordon.
I'm Justin.
And
together we are Be Creative.
Justin and I formed our company just under 1 year ago to bring you new and exciting products under the Be Creative brand.
We have a fantastic relationship with Hochanda, and we love to share our ideas and creation with you, our viewers.
So why not come be creative with us
Here at Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Fiona Clayton from Crafter's Companion. I've been crafting for about 7 years now, having rediscovered my love of a childhood hobby. I'm delighted that I can share with you all my hints, tips and ideas, and here at Hochanda we're going to make sure that you really enjoy your crafting as well. So join me, Fiona Clayton, here on Hochanda.
Hello, my name's Kay from Indigo Blue, and we've been established for 7 years, and together with my husband Alfie we design and manufacture our own in-house red rubber stamps. We also have our own range of paints, lushes and stencils. We're so proud that we've now got a reputation for such high quality products and the detail that we can manage to get in our stamps. What I really love about Hochanda is I get to demonstrate lots of different techniques for you to understand how to use our products and hopefully inspire you. I've got loads of fantastic ideas buzzing around in my head, so I can't wait to get those filtered into our products and out to you at home. So grab a cup of tea, join me and the team from Indigo Blue on Hochanda.
Hello, good evening, welcome along and welcome to our one day special show. Live, of course, until 9 o'clock here on Hochanda. The lovely Sheena's back with us. Hello, my love.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, yeah, fine. Tickety-boo, yes.
Tickety-boo. Now, I don't know, I'm surprised you're still standing, actually, because when I saw these savings and the prices, I couldn't believe it. I almost fell over myself. Have a little look at our one day special to start off with, because normally the one day special is the main item of the show, but there's everything in the show could be a one day special.
Absolutely, this is it. We had to assign something as a one day special, but don't just think this is it. And keep watching, because this only happens once or twice a year for my things.
Yeah.
And they're complete collections. That's a good thing. They're not little bits of things that are, you know, are just left. They're complete collections. So
now these, to start off with, let me show you the embossing folders. These are 3D embossing folders. So you've got a foreground, a midground, and a background, and the designs are amazing. And to go with them, you've then got the complementing stamps as well. But look at the designs you've got there to start off with, and there's lots of variety, isn't there, in the designs?
Absolutely, there is, Dave. Now, what I wanted was a good cross-section of images that could be used for male, female, young, old, but all uplifting, happy, things that make me happy to look at, and hopefully they do the same for you too.
That reminds me of my childhood.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, absolutely. We had to do it, and then the next year, yeah, problem is multiplied by many.
Look at this though, this beautiful scene. You can really see where the 3D comes into it.
Yeah, I love this because it looks. I wanted those leaves to look like they were blowing in the wind and coming forward, and then you really do get the sense of depth with that one. Yeah.
And then you've got your butterflies and your flowers.
Exactly, and then you've got the texture in the background. Again, this is just, you know, a plain piece of card. If it looks that good with a plain piece of card, then you're on to a winner. I always believe that a good crafting product should look good basically out of the box. You shouldn't have to work at it.
Doesn't this show off the 3D? The background, the midground, the foreground, really love it. Gives that sense of depth. Amazing.
I love hot air balloons.
Yes, this time of the year that we're starting to see them, isn't it?
Absolutely. And then this one, fabulous for many occasions. Good for sympathy cards too. I mean, you don't even think of it, but obviously you've got to send them sometimes. But also just uplifting. Great, you know, nice imagery, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
And there's the last one.
And flowers, can't go wrong with the flowers. Now they're just plain card. That, what I say plain card, it's the luxury card pack from Crafters Companion. But I wanted to just put them through, do nothing else to them. It's a great leveler. Anybody, whoever you are, however long you've been crafting, if you put them through with the right sandwich in your machine, they're going to come out the same. It's what you do after them then that takes it further.
Now that's only part of the one day special, because you're also getting all of these wonderful stamps as well. Now if you want to have uplifting verses or sentiments, Sheena is your lady. She really is. And let's have a little look. I love the fonts on them as well. If plan A isn't working, the alphabet has 25 more letters. You can do this. Be the reason someone smiles today. If it doesn't open, then it's just not the right door. How brilliant is this?
Yeah, you know, it's about just, you know, like going forward, and it'll all be good. That's I'm big on words, and you've got to be the right words, Dave, for me. And also the word becomes the art. The letters become the art. So,
and they work so well with these embossing folders. You're getting a whole collection of these. No beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart. There we are. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. These are lovely, aren't they? And there's the one that kind of relates to the balloon there. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Ain't that the truth? And it's also not only one day special price, it's also on Flexi. which gives you a flexi order opportunity. So anything else in the show can go into that flexi order if you want. You can spread the price over the 2 payments. So £19.47 is all you spend today, and that's a delivered price if you're a Freedom member. No P&P for you if you're a Freedom member. Otherwise, it's £19.47 plus the postage, and then £19.47 in 4 weeks' time. Can we show some
Yes, absolutely,
cards?
Dave. You know that £19.47 is actually you wouldn't get the stamps for that. The stamps are £5.99 each.
Yeah.
Even if we'd launch those stamps on Hochanda, which would give you a great discount, that's it.
Now, just an update on the stock. Live at 8:05, over 40% of the entire one-day special went in the 6 o'clock show. 40% in 1 hour. I know we're not on Freeview at 8 p.m. in the evening, so we have a smaller audience than the launch show at 6, but still, we are busy, and we're going to get busier and busier and busier. Look at how you can not only emboss, but actually colour in what you've embossed.
Because they're so clearly defined, Dave. You can follow the line so easily. But then if you want to go more bold, the same image with the mirror card, mixing it up, and then look, I know it's still the same image, but look at how different each one looks.
Was that alcohol markers on
that one looks like it would be alcohol markers on a shiny card. Absolutely, Dave. And then look at with the colour in with the feathers. Love that. And then you've got the hot air balloons. They just make me smile. I see a hot air balloon, I'm like a big kid. I'm just all smiles.
Absolutely.
I love it. Oh,
that to me is summer has arrived when I see a hot air balloon.
Definitely.
Always first thing in the morning or last thing in the evening.
Absolutely.
Love it.
See, so your wording dies, those are the more recent dies. So so many things you can do with them, so many different looks, Dave. You are going to, as we showed earlier, you can pop a bit of cord through and they're going to look great, but then you can take it as far as you want after that.
Can I just advise you to, the best thing to do if you've got internet access or on your PC or your tablet, go to the website hochanda.com, because you can see everything else that's in the show and you can get in before everybody else, because not only have we got the one day special, every item in this show is massively reduced. So even if you're not in the market for embossing folders and stamps, there'll be something in the show that you want.
Absolutely,
So
seriously. Seriously good savings.
Now, I think I'm right in saying this was one of your biggest ever launches, wasn't it?
It was a huge launch, and for quite a while after the launch, actually, it was so successful that part of the story wasn't available for quite some time. We had to wait till it came back in the country, and you took us absolutely by surprise. But the concept, I think, is just so fun, because florals never go out of fashion.
No.
If you make cards, flowers are normally the first things to go. But this is about making not just cards with them, but taking them outside of the card realm. When you see them, they're petals, but look, you can cut leather with them.
Wow.
Multi-layers of fabric.
These dies are not just your standard thin dies.
No.
They're slightly deeper, so they'll cut through fabric and leather and plastics and mixed media.
It's just crazy when you look at the dies. You think that in the past you would have to go to what they call the original steel rule dies, the thick dies in metal and plastic casing. These will cut the same things. They'll cut through mount board. They'll cut through multiple layers of fabric. So if it's soft crafts that you're into, Lizzie's used these, I know, on a lot of her projects.
Yeah.
So copy paper. There's a sample coming up in the next bundle. Amazing flower that Donna's created just using copy paper, and you're going to cut through 12, 14 sheets of copy paper on one go. So for speed and for productivity, you're not running a petal through at a time. You've got multiple flowers created in one swoop.
Not only have you got these dies to create the wonderful petals for the flowers in different sizes, but you've also got the stamps which you can stamp the detail on. So you've got one that's quite funky and one that's more kind of traditional, and they all work with the dies. So all of that comes together. This is a £40 saving, and bearing in mind it was one of the busiest launches Sheena has ever had here, there's no reason for doing this at a reduced price. Just grab it while we've got it. You're saving more than you're spending. $35.93, and it's 386,342. And looking at some mixed media projects as well.
Cool. That's fabulous.
Looks like metal.
It absolutely looks like metal. So this is, you can use your texture paste, you can use your imagination texture products in the background. You can, the paints that are on the show, the Pebeo paints, you can get a fabulous verdigris. This is a great faux leather bag there, but it cuts real leather, cuts tough real leather. So from big, bold home decor items to pretty little floral cards. And now we've got more to show you as we go on. I love this one's a fun one. There's also even feet, birds' feet. The fan looks really cool, just with black embossed with the gilding wax. How cool is that?
Absolutely.
So diverse.
50% of the stock has gone, so you can do obviously fantastic cards, but also do all sorts of mixed media projects with these as well. You're saving £40, you're spending just $35.93. And also, if you've gone for the one-day special and you've got a flexi order, you can put this into that and spread the cost over 2 payments. So that will only be £18 now, roughly, and £18 in 4 weeks' time.
Brilliant.
Love
I'm
it.
liking that first show with that. I'm liking that, yeah.
Now, another concept, but same sort of thing, but different dies and different shaped petals this time. Approaching 50% of this has gone as well. I think a lot of you actually went for both, because then you'll have the complete collection.
That's everything. That's the whole story. This was 2 huge shows and huge launches. This was actually the first launch, the pointy petal, balloon petal, were the first 2 that we brought to you, because we wanted to know how, if you liked the concept, if you were going to embrace it. You did, quite a lot. So then we brought the other petals out, because when you break flowers down, you'll see that they all fall into just pretty much some basic blueprint shape petals. After that, it's the colour, it's the configuration, if they're layered, if they're curved forward, if they're curved back. So now you've got the building blocks to make any flower you want.
And again, you've got the stamps that will give you the detail on the petals if you don't want the petals plain.
No, absolutely.
So, and they will match with the stamps and the dies beautifully. So again, this is another £40 reduction. Is this the copy paper?
Yeah,
is it?
Copy paper. 2 sheets of copy paper, just not the posh stuff, just regular 80 GSM copy paper, glued together with a little bit of fine florist wire in the middle. Yeah. Glue it together, then paint it with the acrylic paints that are on the show, which will make it, keep it matte and natural looking, but also really resilient, really toughens it up. And even the back, look at the back, David. Looks, the back's been finished off.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? All with the same petal, just painted differently.
That's not the epitome of happy and smiley. It's just absolutely beautiful. So these dies, again, will probably pay for themselves again and again and again. So for interior design, for ornaments, things that you buy and make and then sell, that's fine as well. But for card making, maybe if you want to wear flowers and that sort of thing, put them in your hair, that sort of thing. £35.93 saves you £40, down from £75.93, but only for this offer. Once it's gone, will it be able to come back? I don't know. Will it come back at this price? I probably doubt it.
Well, the thing is, you know, we retire ranges after so long.
Right.
So, and often what happens, as I said earlier, once the range is getting close to being retired, there may be 1 or 2 petals left, but you won't get the whole story. This may well be the last time you have the chance to get everything you need in the full picture.
And like you said, flowers never date.
And flowers never do. So, not just, it's not spectacular, that's the leaf shape, but the leaf isn't just for as leaves, which you can use it like in this card here and in that amazing card. So without the little bit on the end of the petal, we can just be leaves.
You can see how the stamps come into their own as well, with the detail.
Absolutely, it all comes together. But then there's home deco as well. There's boxes you can cut. You can cut fabric. This is net. There's just so much you can do with them, Dave. Just keep playing.
Brilliant. Okay, now our last set that we've got on the counter here, let's move down to that. This is a texture collection. Now this is something that needs a little bit of explanation because they're quite funky shapes, aren't they? Very, very popular in the last hour, this. Only $19.96 and nearly half the stock is gone. They should be $43.96. Now you've designed these. How would you use these?
Oh, you know what? All the time, basically. That's it. How would you use them? All the time.
All the time.
Because the thing is, you know how popular mixed media is, how we're all loving now. We've moved out of card making and scrapbooking. We're still doing it, but we want to make wall art. We want to create. We want to transform. Upcycle products now. These are all, there's nothing to do with floral with these, nothing, obviously they're not. They're textures. So what you have is a series of textures that either cut out, that one, the spiral there, which I also call the boinger. When we go back to the demo area, we'll explain more about how they work. But they cut out a positive and a negative. You've got ones that water mesh just cuts out a grid. This one here, this one where it looks like it's just, it's corroded within the material that you've got, which actually is just cardboard. That's just a corrugated piece of cardboard box. Wait till you see what it's like when you paint it with the Pebeo paints. There's so much that you will use these time and time again, Dave.
Amazing effects. Well, they are better than half price. Save £24. They're only £19.96, and that's £467.796. But if you go to our website, Hochanda.com, you'll see loads of other offers from Sheena as well that we'll probably get to during the shows, the live shows tomorrow. But get them now before you go to bed tonight and make sure that your order is secure. OK, so let's have a little look at, there we are, that's the stencil collection that we have available as well. So this is the 8x8 stencil collection, and you're getting 8 of them, and they are £23.96, saving you what you're spending, which is fantastic. Now, the actual images that you've got on these stencils, you've got, here we are, look, we can get them a little bit closer. So you've got a floral note, a leaf of graph paper, dissolving planets, the slightly barbed as well. There's 8 in total. Another brick. Take your leaf. And then the last 2, there's 2 more, isn't there? And they've got Barking Mad and Just Leaf It. OK, so those are the 8 that you're getting, half price if you want the stencils. And stencils, I think, are unsung heroes because you can ink through them. You can obviously emboss with them as well. You do all sorts of wonderful techniques, texture pastes and that sort of thing, spritz through them, chalks. Loads and loads and loads of different ways of using them. £23.96 is your price. Right. How to make the flowers.
Yes, exactly. So there's going to be, we need to explain the concept because when you buy them you think, OK, it does look like a big bird's foot, doesn't it? Like looking down on it. But what's it all about? I'm going to demonstrate using this palm shape petal, but the concept's the same with any petal, any shape that you get, Dave. So first of all, you get the die that's going to cut your leather, your multi-layers of fabric, all those heavy duty things that we sometimes want for mixed media, mount board and things. But these are the 3 sizes because what I did was where I could, I nested sizes within each other. Right. So you get the 3 sizes. So that's the dies, but then you want to maybe mix them up with the stamps because that gives them even more, a different look entirely. So the idea with this one was that I wanted it to look like multiple petals all together. So I was originally drawing a very thin, long, elongated petal. I thought, that means you've got to cut more of them out, you've got to do more gluing. Hang on, I'm a canny crafter. We'll put 3 together and we'll have a stamp that makes it look like that's the case. So that's exactly what I did. So let me show you what we can do here. We've got, let's start with this one. So we've got the we've got 3 stamps that work with this medium-sized petal. Yeah. And it's up to us now where we want to take it, and it's going to give us a completely different look with each one. So the first thing, because they're perfect partners, you always take the die cut to the stamp. Right. So cut first. So I'm going to pop that to one side because I'm going to do something slightly different with that one. So first thing you want to do is I like to use some stick and spray on the back of my stamps. This is it's come off a little bit, and the reason being it makes that stick to the surface so it doesn't lift up when you're inking it. Then all you do is just pop your petal down onto the rubber, hold it steady and press to pick up the ink. Now the worst that's going to happen here is that you're going to get a bit of ink on your fingers, but that's fine.
That's a sign of a good day at the office.
There you go.
There we go. Fab.
So now, see how it looks like we've got 3 petals all in one? Yeah. Aha, good plan coming together there. So that's the first shape. Let's do this one, and then we'll do a couple of quick tips on how to colour them in too. Because there's so much on this show, I'm giving you the essence of the inspiration and a lot of finished samples so that hopefully you can, you'll get the picture and it'll start you off.
I mean, I'm used to seeing good prices here at Hochanda, but when I saw what the prices were going down to, even I was quite amazed.
Yeah. Really.
Saving yourself £40 off this one set alone is incredible. Yeah,
I'm not surprised they're super busy because, again, you're not compromising. You're thinking, well, that's great, but there's only a couple of those bits left and I can make this work, without that other element. You get in all the elements. Look at how cool that is. Look at the edge-to-edge precision. Yeah. And then we'll do one more slightly different, then we'll colour that one in. I'm just going to wipe this up a little bit, Dave.
Now, we are having busy phone lines. If you could use the website, hochanda.com, that always avoids any queues, which I'm sure going to get as the hour goes on.
So I'm colouring this one. So this is just an example. This could be, you could have stamped them with Versamark and then embossed them. I'll show you an example of that. In this case, though, I'm just colouring in with some sparkle pens, Sheena sparkle pens to be precise. And then I'm going to take my die cut and pop it on there like that, just exactly the same.
We've got Sheena's hot and spicy pens, $19.99 for all 6 of those. They're normally $24.99, so they've got a good reduction on.
And that's exactly what I've just used. Spooky! Yeah, wow. So now what we've got is that image there. Now let me come back to that one in a sec, but so we can colour these in. So this one I think looks like leaves. You could possibly, you can cut those separate and make those like a leaf. Yeah. Let me show you what I mean. So we'll pop a little bit of there, like that, just really, really quickly, nothing too fancy schmancy. A little bit of the yellow at the top. Oh, yellowy, browny, reddy kind of colour there, because that's what happens when you don't clean your scribble the pens a little bit before you use them again. But you know what? That's good because it gives you a more natural colour. That's my defence, and I'm sticking to it. But see how cool that looks?
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, really, really pretty. More colour in it, looks better. And then this one, you may just want... Now, this is where you could take your fancy pens, your... this could be stamped with a memento ink, for example. And you might want to just sit in front of the TV with your alcohol-based markers and stamp all these out and then colour them in nice and neatly. The kids could even help you do this. And then you can pop the flower together yourself later. But
how
you see,
juicy
so
that
it's
pen's
different. No, they're amazing. You know, you hardly ever see me just colour in with the pens like this. But you know, obviously you can. Now, this would be better left to dry, but I'll just colour it in as carefully as possible. If you catch the pink with the green, it'll wick the colour into it, so you're best leaving it a little bit if you can for it to dry, but you know, I'm not. But this is just to give you the quickest form of quickest inspiration I can, just so you can give you an idea of what you can...
We can make the funkiest of flowers, can't you?
With these flowers. So really funky. You've got the leafy type one there, but we'll come back to that one. You've got the really cool funky type one, and then you've got the more natural looking one when you just take the colour and then you can just blend it. This was what I wanted. This is why I did the veined option, because I wanted it to look more like a real petal. See how that now looks much more
gorgeous,
realistic. So from really kind of like otherworldly flowers, fantasy flowers, to realistic, like the sunflower that Donna created with her copy paper. Now that, when you pop it together, will look really, really pretty. Very natural looking colours.
And you'll get the glitter and the shimmer from it as well, even though you've diluted it with the water.
Absolutely. Right. So let me show you how they would come together now, Dave.
Okay.
So you just colour your petals in, paint them with the acrylic paints we have on the show. Whatever you want to do, just have fun and play with them. So now I'm going to if we take the petals, if you want to stick them together, I would say form a triangle like this. Yeah, so form a triangle. I'm not going to stick them together because I want to keep showing you how to do it. And then imagine a little bit of glue on the centre. That's what those little bits are for, so that it makes it easier to anchor. Then you just fill in the in-between bits, thus, and then you've got your flower. Now that could go from that size to a teeny weeny little one, like this one. Yeah. To a huge, supersize it, like that. And let me find a middle that we can, to even more natural looking daisy type middle. Look at that one.
Wow.
Isn't that pretty? Now see those leaves, if we take that could also be the leaves, and that could just...
I mean, the big ones now look like lilies, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And there's no stamp on there. They're just the acrylic. They're sparkle pens, but you can do them with the acrylic paints too. And you just keep mixing and matching and popping them in. And once you've got more flowers, then you can keep swapping them out. Look, there's another fantasy one, and we need a different middle to that. So it's your call on how bright or bold or natural looking.
It was one of the busiest launches Sheena had ever had, and to get them today with a £40 reduction, you're saving more than you're spending. It's just too good an opportunity to miss out on. Even if you didn't plan on buying anything this week or whatever, look at these. Even if you've got someone's birthday coming up in 3 months' time, get them now, put them to one side, because to get them at this sort of deal, $35.93 is exceptional. And remember, if you have got a spend of over £60 or more, you'll automatically be offered a flexi order. That's £60 excluding postage. But remember, we do have, with the one-day special, Flexi Buy anyway, so that gives you an instant Flexi order opportunity too. So anything else you want to put into that, you can spread over the two payments if you want to. So $35.93 if you want the flower dye and stamp bundle. That's the fan, the palm and the heart, and that's 386342. If you want the other option, which is available as well, but you probably want to go for both actually, as they're better than half price, why not? You're getting both sets for less than what you should be paying for one. There's the other one, which is your leaf, your pointed and your balloon as well, and again the stamps and the dies to match included there, £35.93. And it's not just card making we're talking here, we're talking interior design, we're talking about ornaments that you can make and sell as well alongside your cards. So a great opportunity, and they look so realistic and they're fun too.
So that was what I thought was I wanted to show you the concept of creative flower, because when you just look at them, you don't kind of... So if you're shopping, Now you can continue and get your shopping in while they're still there. And then, shall we show you the folders and then go back to the flowers? How's about that?
Yeah,
so that'll give you time to do that. So the folders, again, ridiculously good value for money. As Dave said earlier, they're in 3 layers. We're going to work with this really pretty, I love this cherry blossom one here. The samples that the team have made are just absolutely stunning. So you've got the background, you've got the middle ground with the, you've got the confetti in the background, you've got the middle ground with the branches, and then the flowers really popping forward. They even look good in the folder like that.
Actually,
Now, I should mention, when you see the wording, that's the right way up if you want them to be embossed. And I always cut my card and make sure I've got a straight edge, and I always pop them right up to the, butt them right into the edge, the hinge of the folder. Now, these folders are they're really thick. You can see how thick they are. They have to be, because they need to be etched right into. So much, much thicker than your regular folders.
So does that mean the sandwich is different?
If the sandwich is different. If you've got a query with your particular machine, Crafter's Companion know all the sandwiches. They'll tell you which one. So you just know you have to adjust the sandwich. But one thing to know as well is that this hinge is incredibly tough as well, because if this wasn't, then it would be the weak point of the whole thing. So that hinge is also extremely durable. So I'm going to pop that in my folder for the Gemini. I'm going to run it through with black card, and then we're just going to do some really simple and show you a little bit of gilding wax, because why would you not?
And it's incredible actually what you can emboss as well, not just cardstock, but you can do things like balsa wood, you can do things like crafting metal, aluminium, like tin cans, that sort of thing. Leather, fabric, you can emboss as well. Parchment looks fantastic. There's so many different ways of using them.
Oh, they're just stunning. I mean, that's just black card. Look at that. That's just nothing more done to that than if a piece of plain uncoated card looks that cool, you know you're onto a winner, don't you? And look at how clear and easily you can see the edges if you want to paint them. When you look back at the other samples, we'll find those ones that have been painted. In fact, I have them here. We'll show you in a sec. So now you can do whatever you want to them. Let's just pop a little bit of, let's put some King Gold gilding wax on there. So the thing is with the Pebeo gilding wax is the trick to success is to pick up the smallest amount you can, but then flatten it on your finger. And look at the reflection on that. That's ridiculous. Look, that is exactly. I'm seeing it in my head. I have a song for. Oh, you should. If you suffer one of our workshops, you'll hear them all. Oh yeah. So, but the thing is, the reason it's reflecting that well is that it's real metal. That's why. And this is tough stuff. This is not designed for card and paper. It's designed for home decor.
It's designed for furniture originally, wasn't it?
You know what? And speaking of which, we just got some a nest of tables, really lovely, from India, deeply carved tables. But the wood was looking a bit, you know, it's a bit dry, and they'd seen better days. So we re-waxed them, so, you know, to get the wood kind of looking really pretty colour again, and then went over with the King Gold, actually, gilding wax. So we need to post that. We'll have to get those posted on Facebook so you can see what they look like. So those of you who, when I keep saying they're amazing for furniture, that's what it's designed for. You'll see just how easy. Now the good thing is, when you put it on furniture, you don't have to do anything else to protect it. You don't have to varnish it. That's what it's designed to do, is dry and stay solid, and then polish.
Now we have got the King Gold gilding wax on the bottom of the screen if you'd like it. There are other colours available as well, different shades of gold and silver and bronze, but they're all on the website if you want to have a little look.
Right, that's just one colour.
That's amazing.
That's just ridiculously effective, isn't it?
Yeah.
When I first brought these from Pebeo quite a bit back, nobody would believe, the presenters wouldn't believe that they weren't metal until I went, okay, look, say that, because even when you feel them, they feel like metal because it's bonded metal to the surface. But that's how easy. Now let me show you quickly, time capsule, some previous demonstrations with the folders. How's that?
Okay, great.
So this cool effect here, this is using the card that you just, actually the Crafter's Companion card, the just plain card, the luxury card pack, but made to look vertically with the Pebeo paints we have on the show. There's one particular set I'll show you later. Look at how cool that looks. That looks really like a piece of old,
it does look like a cloudy sky now, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's fabulous. Yeah, it's so cool. I love the hot air. And then the cherry blossom.
Beautiful.
Look at how pretty that is, the cherry blossom. Look at how sharply it's painted. I painted that live on a show, so if I can do that whilst talking,
I think I did the show video, actually.
Yes,
I remember that one.
Yeah. Well, but then we know I can talk and anything. So then we've got the different colour scheme, but the same technique. but look at how different they look. This is great if you make great funky cool backgrounds with your sparkle pens. Just sparkle pens with a wash or sponge on, water dropped on, dry them, and then do exactly as I've just done with the gilding wax. How cool does that look? There's just so much you can play with these, Dave. There's another one with that sparkly background with the trees.
Honestly, you're going to be so delighted with the embossing folders that are the one-day special. You really are.
Cool.
And anything else in the show, remember you're going to get the embossing folders, all 6 of them, and 6 sets of those fantastic stamps with wonderful verses on them as well. But $38.94, 40% went in the launch show earlier this evening at 6 o'clock. So very, very busy for them. Are they going to last the day? Have a little look at the web, you'll see everything actually. If there's just a couple of embossing folders you want rather than the whole one-day special, then feel free, you can buy them individually or as pairs, or you can buy pairs of the rubber stamp sentiments as well if you want to. You can even buy the creative flower dies on their own as well, but of course you don't get the discount that you do if you buy the big bundles, which we're giving you better than half price on most things that are in the show today. Have a little look at hochanda.com and then, yeah, just see all those reductions. Look, $75.93 down to $35.93, £40 off. Love it. Brilliant. A great opportunity. It's called Save on Sheila, and of course that's probably the understatement of the day, because these are massive reductions. They really are. And this is your one-day special. And the update? 50% of the entire day's stock gone, so 10% gone in the last 20 minutes or so. And here you've got all 6 of these 3D embossing folders. Background, foreground, midground, it's all there. And you've got a little bit of everything in here. You've got the cherry blossom, you've got the hot air balloons, so you've got the romantic florals and everything else, but you're getting all 6 of those. Plus, you get this fantastic collection of rubber stamps as well, that have got wonderful verses and really thought-provoking and uplifting sentiments as well. And this one that we're just about to show you says, just because your path is different, it doesn't mean you're lost. Don't call it a dream, call it a plan. See, all these really kind of make you think and make you, you know, if you're sending a card to someone, it's going to make them go, why not? Maybe someone's having a bad time or been through it a little bit just lately. A sentiment like that can make all the difference when it lands on the doormat. No beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. Yeah, really thought-provoking stuff. So $38.94. You save what you're spending, half price exactly, and it's on FlexiBuy as well, which, do bear in mind, gives you a flexi order opportunity. And what that means is you can put anything else into that flexi order and spread it over the cost of the 2 payments. So if you want to go maybe for something else that's in the show, or you're running out of, I don't know, glue or foam pads or whatever it may be, put it all in there. You can spread the whole order over the 2 FlexiBuy payments, because we've got FlexiBuy on our one-day special. Just under £20 today, delivered, remember, if you're a Freedom member, for £19.47. And £19.47 in 4 weeks' time. So that's 541694. Any favourite samples here, Sheena? Or?
I love that one you just picked up. I think that's a really cool. That's a really nice oxidised looking background.
It looks like a brass etching, doesn't it?
It does,
or a brass
yeah.
rubbing.
It looks
really
like
lovely.
metal.
Yeah.
Aged metal.
Don't call it a dream, call it a plan.
This is cool as well. I love that. Really, the dark background with the. They're the Crafter's Companion. Pencils in the background, really cool.
With the translucent sparkle pen over the top.
The crystal overlay, yeah. And then again, crystal overlay features on this one. This is just so pretty. From one extreme to the other, from quite bold and then pretty spring-like. And then we've got some new samples in here too. Let me see if I can find them. Oh, they're at the bottom there, but again, to
get the sentiments as well.
Yeah, and this is the thing, they were all brought out to go together, but they don't have to go together. They all work independently, which is what I tried to do with all of my ranges, really.
And the floating feathers as well, absolutely gorgeous. There's the dandelion clock.
Look how cool that is.
Today.
I can't remember seeing that. Was super cool.
It's quite oriental, that one.
Very, yes, yeah. That lacquered, that black lacquered kind of a bit of furniture there with the colouring on.
Well, there we go. They are yours for less than a £20 note today, and no P&P if you're a Freedom member. Otherwise, you have the P&P on the first payment, OK? Now, the other bundles we've got for you are the Creative Flowers. So let's show you those. There's 2 sets available, and you've got this set to start off with, which is all the dies to make the flowers. 3 different sizes, but you've also, of course, got the stamps, which you can put the detail onto the petals. So really lovely, value for money, as amazing. You save £40, better than half price, and it was singularly the biggest launch that Sheena had ever had. There's an opportunity for you to get them at a reduced price, only for today or while the stocks last. 386342. And then the other one, which is this one, which is the pointed and the balloon and the leaf, that's £35.93, another £40 saving, and again you're getting the stamps that match the dies, so you get a perfect. You can leave the leaves and the petals plain if you want to, but when you want the detail there, you've got the stamps to do it. 798453 is your item number there. And then we've also got the texture collection for you, which is very, very busy. These are really kind of quirky and different. I think that's what the way of describing them. From 1996, over 50% gone, and you're saving over 50% off the price as well. £24 off, you're spending only £19.96, and we'll show you how to use these in a minute. 467 796. Fabulous.
Fabulous. Shall we
seen these before.
Oh, you know what? The thing is, well, because they keep selling out.
Right.
This is what we were saying, Don and I. The thing that we both pegged to be the first to go, because they go with anything, is this texture collection. It's just the bread and butter foundations to which then you add all your other elements. They'll go with anything. Your steampunk, with your grungy effect, with your florals, because I love that opposites kind of mixing. Shall we show you what you get?
Yeah, please.
And then so I think this is a great way to. This is what we did in the last show, and I think it works great because you know exactly everything you're getting. So the first thing you're getting is this spiral die, which I call the spiral or the boinger, and I'll show you why. Because what it does is it cuts out a die that comes out of the card, but it also leaves a spiral in the card, which is great for texture. But this one's also great to pop in amongst and lace amongst other elements and have them coming through like this. You can see you can have them laced through and coming through and mixing up. But they're also fabulous because you can use them as like springs. So in the cards that you want, like for young'uns cards, little flowers to boing out and things.
We almost want a sound effect, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. So that's that one. That's just, and remember these. So that's the first one. Then we've got this one here. This one we have used so much in workshops. It looks like what I wanted it to look like was tiles that have broken and chipped and fallen out, but it cuts out of the card. It doesn't have a finite edge. There's no cut edge around here. These are all just separate. So you can multi-cut and multi-cut and multi-cut and have a whole background that is actually got holes in it to then overlay something else. And this is an effect that you can do with it. This here was just a piece of mount board, and this, using the colour, there's a set of Perio paints coming up. I'm just going to say it now, Nature. That's the one that's got these metallic colours in. We'll show you later, but if you're shopping ahead and you're popping it in that basket, that's the one, right?
So we have to flexi order if you got the one day special, so bear that in mind.
And then you're also going to get this one here, which is, I love this, what a mesh that is. But this one actually does have a finite edge. This one comes out of the element. It's got a cut line all the way around, and this is what you get, this really cool textured.
It's almost like coral.
It looks like coral or netting. That's it. So fabric, of course, remember these will cut through fabric. So if you like your soft crafts, you can spray and stick these onto and layer them over. That's what it's all about, is layering all these different elements together to get different techniques.
Are these the mixed media dyes, or
those are? But they're really thick. They will still cut fabric. They still do cut fabric. And then you've got this one, Cool Corrosion. Now again, this one doesn't cut out, it cuts in. So you can cut and just have something cut into. And that's just a little example of something that you could stick and overlay.
Looks like bark.
Looks like bark, but the way at least see. So that's what you get in all of those, but let me show you what you can do with them. Some cool ways to play with them.
And look at the saving. £19.96 for all four of them saves you £24. You should be looking at over £10 each. £10.99 each, I think they were. So yeah, £19.96, better than half price.
So if you like the look of these, which I do, and I seriously love the look of these, they just look so funky. Those are just crying out mixed media and layering, and it's a cardboard box.
All right.
This is the thing, when you invest in a good die, a good piece of kit that isn't going to wear out, you can then make something amazing with something that is just a throwaway. And again, Nature, you're going to get the metallic silver and the metallic pearl, if you like that look. And then another thing you can do, you can cut it out of foam, paint it with those same acrylic paints and stamp with it. Which is exactly what I did for this background, and then I diluted the same colour and then washed it over when it was dry. So you've got that cool texture, and then you start layering up and you've got the start of some really cool, fabulous background that you can then pop your florals over the top. It might be your stencils in the background. Speaking of the stencils, just a heads up, when I said they would emboss, this is just dry embossed in the machine, in the Gemini. You can see how deeply that's embossed. That's the paints that we have on the show.
Now, I'm going to let you know that this offer may not be around for too much of tomorrow. 60%? Approaching 60% of the stock has gone on the texture collection. So what will be left at 9 AM tomorrow? We've got a few repeat shows overnight, so the stock may not be there at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Another little, well, I'm not surprised. I really would be surprised if this one isn't the first one to go. Yeah. There's another little multi-layered with stamps and texture. This is a really cool one. I love this. Again, this is the stencil in the background, if you like that background texture. That is the planets one, and then gilding wax over the top of the acrylic paint.
And using those colours, it's giving it almost like an African sunset.
It absolutely does. Or it looks very like kind of like sci-fi to me, as if it is just kind of breaking down. Here,
that could be
you see
animal
that
print.
It's animal print, absolutely. Can you see the way it's just multi-cut? So you can just keep cutting. You could cut the whole thing out and have that lacy effect, or you could cut your petals out, and then cut them out, then overlay them. So that's actually overlaid onto there. So then you've got all of this cool. There's the water mesh in the background. You can just keep.
Right, I can really see how useful they are now. Yeah.
Oh, they really are, Dave. And then finally, there's another little sample here to show you. We'll pop that out the way. I love this background here with the little. They're the little boingers that are left in. So snip them out. See how much more fine they are. Gilding wax on them. The bits that come out of your dies, keep them and stick them on so that they just fade away. This is the acrylic paint in the background, and then it might just be that you just want to pop a flower on there. We'll explain the flower. This again, nature. This is the pearl and the pearl silver. That's the kind of shine you're going to get from those Pebeo paints, which are actually by nature matte, except for the pearl ones, which are super pearly.
Well, we
and
are
then
so
you've
busy
got a
for
really
these textured
cool
dyes.
See the texture, see the difference? That absolutely makes that card. It sets the foundation. I thought we needed to get in there quickly with those ones.
Well, I'm glad we did. I don't think they're going to be around for too much tomorrow. So 19.96 gets you all four of them, remember. Should be 43.96. And well, on first glance, you look at them and think, well, how will I use them? And then you saw how Sheena used them a few minutes ago. And you can really appreciate just how versatile they are. £19.96, down from 43.96. 467796 is your item number, and 60% gone, but very busy phone lines for them. Okay? Yeah, order them online, put them in your flexi order if you've gone for the one-day special. And because we're talking about the Pebeo paints, let's show them to you. These can also go into your flexi order if you'd like to. The Back to Nature ones that Sheena was talking about. Here we are, look, you're getting 6 of these colours. £19.94, we've got a £10 saving. You've got velvet black, linen, pearl, melon, taupe and pearl silver as well. All 6 of those for £19.94. That's £10 off. Approaching 40% of the stock gone on those. 912440 is your item number there. But everything else that we haven't got time to show, or maybe you've missed an item number, just check out the website, scan through on your tablet or something. You'll see all of these massive savings. And also, of course, Flexi Order is now something we offer you every single day. It's not just an introductory offer. Provided you're spending £60 or more, or something has Flexi Buy on it, you can spread the cost over the 2 payments, which is fantastic news.
Great, yeah, good for your little consumable things and stuff, your glues and things.
Absolutely.
Liking it. All right, shall we consolidate and clarify what you get in the sets of the Creative Flower?
Yes,
so you
do.
know your options. Right, okay, so let's work through. So again, I'm just going to show you everything, and then when I say stop, that's when we stop, because you get a lot. So the first thing is this palm leaf. So this is the package, and you'll see it's much smaller. When you get your stamps, they're much bigger, because of course they're sized to that medium-sized petal.
Yep.
Yeah. So you've got all those options. So they're the petals, and they're the dies, big dies. Again, the mixed media dies. That's the first one. So that's one set. Now, normally, you know, if you buy those in a shop, you buy the dies, then you buy the stamps. So you would maybe have to spend, you know, build them up over time. You've got the hearts. Again, you've got the really cool, funky kind of kind of stylised hearts, but then you've got the natural petals. If there's a space for a corner, that would be appropriate. I fit that in for you too. And then you've got your heart dies. You've also got middles where I can fit those in. So that's the heart. Then we've got the fan, which is the really so deco, art deco. It's just, you know, it's screaming art deco, isn't it, really? So I put an art deco corner in there for you. So again,
really
for your background, another bonus, but very usable. And then the dies. Huge dies. This is mixing massive floral with a larger one, and then the centres, which you could not get for love nor money. These ones sold out. We couldn't, as well as the rest of the flower selling. They sold out everywhere. We weren't literally in the country for a long time. We had to wait for them. You're getting all of them.
I mean, imagine the size.
Would you like to see what you can make?
The size of flowers you could have in vases in your home. Maybe you've got, like I've got in my hallway. I've got a big vase, but I've never got flowers big enough to put in it. They'd be perfect.
They'd be fabulous. You know that sunflower that we showed earlier, the copy paper one? It's been to America twice. I've had it in my case, taking it to America. I've had it, it's been to Germany more than once. It's well travelled and it flattens out because it's tough and durable. All you do is shape it back up again. So they're not really flimsy
things. You don't
things.
have to invest in expensive cardstock. You can make flowers out of copy paper, which is like pennies a sheet, or not even pennies a sheet.
But look at from that bold to that really pretty, gorgeous wedding card, golden anniversary card, whatever. It's just so pretty. And this is parchment, just stamped and embossed with a silver embossing powder, and that's so pretty, isn't it?
It's effective.
Then you've got opposite, the other extreme, same shape, but look at how different that looks. Really bold and funky and a completely different look. So same petal. Then changing it out, Dave, look at this. I love this. Wall art. There's those deco corners again. See?
It's become a mandarin fan now, isn't it?
It's fab, isn't it? Now, there's some other ones here. I love these. These are textures, just playing around with the textures in the... I did a previous show. Now, if you want to, you can mix them up. Once you get the format right, you could just keep swapping them out and trying different looks, different textures. So, same format, but changing the colours, even with those, to make a different style of fan.
Love it.
So that's one option. That's one bundle. Shall we look at the other one?
Let's have a look at the other one. You can play and just have so much fun. I mean, I'd be tempted to go for both of them because you'll actually be spending less. Especially if you're going to have the one-day special that's got the flexi order option. You know, you could put both of them into your flexi order, spread the cost over 2 payments and save double, but you'll have every flower that Sheena's actually created and the stamps to go with it as well. So that one is your fan, palm and heart for £35.93, saves you 40 quid. 386342. The other set is the next set we're about to show you.
Fabulous. This one I got really kind of creative with naming the petals. Pointy petal. Yeah, quite literally. Pointy petal. There you go, the pointy petal, and they're the petals. Again, very natural looking petal. They're the dies. So these were the very first ones. This is the one that made the sunflowers. So many flowers made with that shaped petal. Then you've got the leaf, but of course this is not just for leaves. It's for poinsettias and other flowers that have that more leafy shape. And then you've got the die to go with that. So getting both of those, you're not finished. You've also going to get the balloon petal. I love this one. I love this shape because if you look at this one, it actually looks like a hot air balloon. We've had samples where we just put a little basket on the end. We've got little hot air balloons flying around. So the natural, this makes a great rose type flower. So that, and then the dies to go with it. And then finally you're also getting the middles again, but we were just saying this is just like a bit like a crime scene. They've gone, they're missing. So, but we filled them in earlier. We've got the things that you wanted. Look, got them. I reckon it was that one. Right, there you go.
Yeah.
Bound to right.
You get those as well.
So you get those as well.
And they're another £40 off. £75.93 goes down to £35.93. And although there's no flexi bar on that, if you're spending over £60, you can have a flexi order over 2 payments. Or if you're going for the one-day special and you go for this as well, you can put that into your flexi order as well. So 798453, your item number. And then some of the finished cards.
Fabulous. So inspiration, look at that. This is really cool. I don't know what
power,
this is. Yeah, absolute flower power. There's those little boingies in between. So bright, bold, if you want to go full on colour.
Yeah.
Or if you want to go something cool and fun for wall art, that's the pointy petal again. Really cool. And then even Look at this. This one's well travelled as well. I love this mask. This is like a little kind of masquerade mask. Isn't that fabulous?
Yeah, love
Look.
it. Absolutely
Absolutely.
love
It's
it.
doing like a fairy mask. It's gorgeous. Venetian, absolutely. And then, need to show you this. I'm stretching down. This is going to be trickier to show you, but I'll have to pick it up. Oh, look at this. Now, we haven't shown you the paints yet, but if you like the background here, this background, this is done with the texture stamps that are on the show and the paints that are on the show. So the Pebeo paints, not just for card and paper. If you iron them 40 degrees on the reverse side, they're also washable. They're not even stiff. They're not, I love this. Donna created this using the balloon petal, the pointy petal with the faux leather, and then actually painted each of these fabrics with the paints that are on the show.
Painted, they actually look printed. The
they're
quality
amazing,
is so good.
aren't they?
Yeah, very good.
Aren't they fabulous? Yeah, stunning. So bear that in mind for the paints before we get them to show you.
Well, have a little look on the website as well for the Pebeo paints as well. Let's show you the stamp and the die collection. That's the leaf, pointed and balloon. That's the one we've just shown you, and that's £40 off. £35.93, so you're saving more than you're spending, which is lovely. 798453, your item number. And we have got the paints in the show as well, which we're going to show you in a second. We're going to start with the tropical ones, I believe, and these are the ones that you can use on fabric as well as on cardstock, no problem at all. And you set them, you say, at 40 degrees with an iron, yeah?
Absolutely, 40 degrees on the reverse side, all good. I think, well, I've got that one there. I don't think I ever
realised that you could actually put them on fabric.
Yes, the acrylic paint, it's got such a strong binder. As long as you heat set them 40 degrees, it has to have a like 50% cotton content in it. Yeah, absolutely fabulous. We've had bags, shopping bags, made aprons, and really, really cool. This set here, the tropical, absolutely fabulous. You can see why it's called tropical, because those three not so tropical but really useful. I love that we've got one extreme to the other.
So you've got brown, grey, white.
Yep.
Then blue, yellow and orange.
Absolutely. So you've got from one extreme muted to full colour here. And the thing is, if you like this, let me show you, bear with me. This here, if you're liking that technique here, this is the set you want, because that one there mixed with a little bit of your white gesso and then just sponged and drizzled over the top gives you that great verdigris.
You've got a third off this as well, and I think 30% of the stock went earlier on. 19.94 down from 29.94, and you get the lot. And there's a lot of paint in each tube as well.
Absolutely, huge. What's it, 120 mil in each tube. And the thing is, these are acrylic, so these are going to go on MDF. They're going on furniture, and the thing I love about them is by nature acrylic paints usually dry to a satin, a plasticky sheen, because they're all plastic when they're dry. That's why they're water resistant. These don't. These dry to a fabulous matte finish. So if you want to paint your furniture and upcycle and keep it still chalky looking, these are perfect for that.
Excellent.
If for a practical purpose, with them being chalky, it means you can ink on top of them as well, so it'll take your
and we have got other colour variants as well if you want to check the website, and I think they're also on an introductory price as well. We're going on to those now, actually. So these are the other colours.
Oh, you know what? Nature. I don't know what Nature's going. I'm thinking. I'm not surprised.
Nature is the favourite at the moment.
I might have missed what's in Nature. Have I got the right ones here? I think I have. I definitely know that you've got metallic silver and you've got the metallic pearl. Because when you look at the samples that I had earlier with the you can pick that pile up for me, Dave, could you please? Because I'm kind of, things are falling off the counter. Yeah, lovely, that one. If you like that look there, all right, this here, bearing in mind it's just a piece of box cardboard. These are the ones you're using here. Base coat it with your black, sponge some silver on, sponge a little bit of pearl on top of that. You can use texture paste and things before you do that final stage. But those three there, and that's the kind of reflection, ridiculously reflective, because it's Pebeo.
Pebeo, you just cannot go wrong with. You really can't.
Just fabulous.
And they can be used on fabric as well?
Absolutely on fabric too.
Great,
yes.
okay.
And then we've got one more set. We'll pop those one set.
So over 40% of that set is gone. That's the most popular one. There are the colours again, just to kind of reiterate what you're getting. That's the one that's got the metallic silver and the pearlescent in it, which I know lots of you want. 912440. And then the other set we've got for you is the warm spice. And this is another lovely collection. You've got pinks and reds in there quite a bit, and
Gorgeous.
greens.
To me, they're very Victorian-y, florally looking, because you've got your gorgeous florals here, which are going to look fabulous. I think this one was painted with that. In fact, I know it was. See this colour here? And then, of course, when you get your middle in, when you get your centres in, it's going to change the look completely. If I just pop this in the centre, you can see how cool that's going to finish. But that's painted on craft card, because these paints are opaque, so you can paint them, they'll still be the same colour on black card, craft card. So for thrifty shopping, you can go buy something from, you know, one of your bargain shops, your pound shops, and if it's a wooden plaque, for example, and you don't particularly like what's on it, it doesn't matter, you just paint over it with the paints, then make it your own project.
They're a great buy.
Yeah,
a great
fabulous
deal.
buy.
$19.94, and you get all 6 of those. Over a third of that stock has gone as well. Best time to actually stock up on your Pabio paints. 176917. The website has got everything else that Sheena's bringing, all those other fantastic discounts. If you just want to go for maybe a couple of the 3D embossing folders, you don't necessarily want to go for the one-day special, you can do, but you don't get the same saving. If you get the big bundle, you save yourself a fortune today. In all the bundles we've got in the show, it's every single thing in this show actually could be a one-day special with the discount you're getting. Really could. Okay, but the one-day special is just in front of us, and you've got 6 embossing folders, 3-dimensional ones, background, midground, foreground, and you get, of course, the 6 set of stamps as well, which are beautiful, prolific, and kind of thought-provoking sentiments, really, and wonderful verses. Have you come up with these, or are they?
No? I would like to say so. I have tweaked some of them, yes, some of them, but yeah, the ones I've been collecting over a period of time.
And they're lovely, they really are, and all done by your hand.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Well, all chosen, fonts chosen. I tell you what drawing is so much easier than finding the right font sometimes, because the font is so important to the shape of the letter speaks to you visually before you've read the word sometimes. You know, it makes a nice picture, the shape of the letter.
If you look at some of those verses as well, they're lovely. If plan A isn't working, the alphabet has 25 more letters. You can do this. Love it. Stop thinking about what could go wrong and start thinking about what could go right. No matter how you feel, get up, dress up, show up, and never give up. I love it, absolutely love it. So those are the stamps, and the idea was that you just kind of trim them so that they go onto an acrylic block or whatever, or rocker block. And then, of course, over here you've got those 6 3D embossing folders. Can we have a little look at some of the... I'll show you what, I'll just show you the boards to start off with. So that's what they're going to be embossing. So these are the dandelion clocks, and again, you can really see you've got that 3-dimensional aspect to it. True background, midground, foreground, beautiful floating leaves blowing in the wind. Then you've got your butterflies. This next one really captures the depth, doesn't it? Beautifully well. The balloons, perfect for this time of the year. I think my favourite is this one. Really love that. Yeah, the falling feathers. It could be a sympathy card, but equally it could be, you know, moving on to pastures new.
Absolutely,
that sort of thing.
That's right.
Then you've got your apple blossom. Is it apple blossom?
Cherry blossom.
Cherry
yeah.
blossom. And then we go back to the dandelion clocks. But it's what you can do with them. Just embossed, they look amazing. But of course, you can paint them. You can do all sorts of things.
Well, I've got 3 cards on the top here, Dave, because they're all the same folder, and I think it shows just how absolutely different they look, the approach, with the different colouring products and different colour palette. So from that to this, and then, isn't that fabulous? And then a different approach again, with the Murray card, with your alcohol pens on there. Cool. So much you can do once you've just embossed them and they look great as they are. You can just keep playing and playing and playing with them. Beautiful.
You'll have so much fun with them, and you know, it gives you such a professional result. All you need to do is have an embossing machine, whether it's an electronic one like a Gemini, whether it's a manual one or whatever, doesn't make any difference. I mean, look at this one. This beautiful colour in the background. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. How stunning is that? And that could be someone that's had a bit of a bad time just lately. Oh, what a great uplifting card to receive in the post.
Absolutely. This is it. I wanted just all positive things. Sometimes, you know, you need to, you know it, but you need to read it and give yourself a reminder, don't you? Or someone else a reminder. Yeah.
And there's the falling feathers one with a little bit of silver gilding wax on there. That's lovely. Like that a lot. Over half the stock of our one-day special has gone. Remember, there are going to be repeat shows through the night. So 9 AM tomorrow morning is the next live show. So what stock update we'll have then, I really do not know. But if you order it before you go to bed, look at this one. On craft metal. Isn't that beautiful?
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, with alcohol
Super
pens, colouring it in on the metal. I'm sure we've got our craft metal on the website. I know Crafters Companion bring it.
Yeah.
So have a little look if you fancy getting some of that. Stunning. Well, yeah, live at 9 a.m, but there will be repeat shows through the night. Remember, there's not just the one-day special to concern yourself with. There's lots of other offers as well. All the other bundles, those creator flower bundles, they're better than half price. Lots of better than half price deals. What you got up your sleeve tomorrow?
Lots more inspiration, trying to pack it in, yes. Trying to represent everything, because as Dave said, they're all like one-day specials.
Absolutely, yeah, it's like a multiple one-day special offer, which is fantastic. Check the website overnight, hochanda.com, and I'll see you bright and early at 7 a.m. with Craft Price Drop tomorrow. Sheena's back at 9 tomorrow.
Back at 9.
Have a nice evening. This is what's coming up. Thank you to Sheena, and we have more 3D embossing folders coming up in just a second at 9 o'clock. Then more from Sheena, the one-day special. That's a repeat show at 10, and we're being creative. Wonder embossing crystals later at 11. That's all coming up tonight.